Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. So they go out of the gun, try to delay it on the draw, but nothing there.
Yeah, good play by the defense there. They sniffed it out and made sure there were no gaps for him to run. For the offense, though, you have to think to yourself, maybe I go play action down the road.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. On 2nd down, Rosen. Underneath for Johnson. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still, no yardage. Okay.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carl Lawson coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. Taken right around the 44. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Now a first carry from Giovanni Bernard. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You don't want that. You don't want that. You don't want that. What's tight end? Three down. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Here's Bernard. And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
The The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And, his first carry, he loses the football. But I think a Bengal player was able to get in there. He was. And they'll keep possession of the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Darnold on first down. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Second down, here's Mixon. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
On second down, Darnold on the screen, Bernard. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He drops it off for Bernard. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
On first down, it's Darnold. And it's caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. As his guys are in for 6. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's Rosen. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Now let's go.
From the gun, it's Rosen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
They'll run it here with Bernard. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Well, a carry for Bernard, and not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
Over.
Here's Darnold. The throw left side complete to Ross. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And his kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Watch it now, Barney. Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. Detroit.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
On 1st down, it's Rosen. Caught right side, Gresham. And now running right through it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a 1st down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, he usually gets it done.
Gun!
Rosen on 1st and 10. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd down. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
There is no doubt that Geno Atkins is really strong and stout at the point of attack, but I love his suddenness, the ability to make plays, to be in one spot, and then he's gone. And into the offensive backfield, he's a heck of a player.
And they're a big TFL tackle for loss.
Hard to believe that his father, Gene Atkins, was an NFL defensive back. Has bred this big defensive tackle.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Gun! 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 Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Gun! 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 Shoot! 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 Shoot!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Underneath, this is Bernard. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 3, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion. What you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Throwing now, Rosen on first down. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. Now Rosen to throw on second down. Screen play, Johnson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here we go.
Now Rosen on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Now Bernard. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here's Darnold now on second down. And he's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Robert Kimdichie, the one to bring him down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for it in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
To throw on second down is Darnold. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now Darnold. He's got his man here. It's Green. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On 1st and 10, Darnold. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. He was looking for John Ross that time. And it's 2nd down. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Darnold to throw again. He's going to flip it out here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Over. Hat. 51. Hat. Big stop, Pete. Big stop. Let's go. Check. Lucky. All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hat.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. So that'll back them up 5. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive. Go into the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Gone! Over!
Here's Darnold. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing, but with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
A first down throw, Darnold. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Gone! Switch! Over!
And they'll run it here. And down to the 36-yard line here. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets them to 3rd and 3 now.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
No. Check. Patriot.
Again, here's Bernard. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Darnold on first down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it's a second down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A.J. Green, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bengals add on to their lead. So here's Darnold now as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2.
Over!
Now it's Darnold. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. That throw good for 4. It's second down. On second down, here's Rosen. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Rosen to throw on 3rd down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Rosen looking to throw. Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Geno Atkins in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. On 3rd down, Johnson. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, they certainly haven't been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. Rosen, and he's got Gresham. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Set. Green 39.
From the gun, it's Rosen. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Carlos Dunlap. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
All right, here we go. 319. 319.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Johnson's got it complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Detroit!
On 1st down, it's Rosen. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Again, it's Johnson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. To mix it. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now, Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Darnold from the gun. He drops it off for Bernard. Cincinnati score. Giovanni Bernard, 74 yards. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Check that. We're like 52 right here. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. He's coming. Leopard.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. The Cardinals on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They go to Johnson again. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
What do you think, Brandon? I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Around the NFL, they're in the 4th now in Green Bay. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their first of the young season.
Lucky 56.
And they'll go on the ground. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And Darnold wants to throw the football. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw, Darnold. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. And this one's incomplete. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the fly over the